Hey guys, do you want to watch? Hey guys. Hey guys, do you want to watch? I just can't look at him. Okay. Well, like I said, the keywords aren't even that funny. We're just gonna start giggling and be like, "Oh, you're giggling about that? Oh, yeah, unsubscribe." Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, do you want to watch a movie about vigilante rape and gang rape? Oh, that's funny. If you do, weirdly, Death Wish 2 is for you. Everyone's craving it.
The new crave.
yeah.
Gang rape.
Come on with jalapeno cheese.
What?
Crave case.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the Sloppy Joe from White Castle.
Is that new?
Oh, dude, with jalapeno cheese. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. So there you go.
Death Wish 2 is what we watched for this episode of Loose Cannon. Was it 1982?
I think so, yeah.
My name is Brian Lee. To my left is
Brand.
To my right is
It's for Lee.
Yeah, the coffee that we're drinking. It's early, so we're drinking coffee. Cold brew coffee. This week we're drinking the Descendants brand, the band, punk band, Hypercaffeum Spazzinate. The reason I was giggling earlier was because the way I read the ingredients, because I just see heat.
Oh,
that's
I love
extracted coffee.
Yeah.
Let's see. This beverage does not contain alcohol. Please keep refrigerated and enjoy fresh. Blah, blah, blah. Brewed and canned by Dark Matter Coffee. That's about it. I really like because I've had just the regular, bean version of this.
Oh, yeah.
Which is awesome. It's super black too.
Did we say it was Dark Matter Coffee?
Yes, I did.
Ooh.
Good. But yeah.
I'm always pleasantly surprised by their cold brew or cans.
Yeah.
I was say cold brew cans, but we're just having it iced.
Yeah.
Tasty.
But yeah, it's super black when you brew it. So much when you look in there, you can see yourself, or if you really like that really shitty diarrhea.
Yeah.
Super black diarrhea.
Believe me.
Plot summary
yes.
for people who have not seen Death Wish 2. Architect Paul Kersey once again becomes a vigilante when he tries to find the 5 street punks who murdered his daughter and housekeeper. This time on the dark streets of Los Angeles.
Yes, opposed to New York.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Before we get into it, Brand, do you recommend a Death Wish 2?
Nope.
Huh. Brian, do you recommend Death Wish 2?
Sadly, I do not.
I don't know where I lay yet. I mean, I definitely didn't love it. I think Death Wish 3 is better.
Right. Yeah.
But I was pleasantly surprised. So
in a good way or a bad way?
Good way. Basically, this movie moves very fast.
I like the pacing of it.
Yeah.
I was just kind of surprised because I feel like a lot of, especially 80s movies, they are kind of slower.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This is almost edited like a modern day movie.
Yeah.
So I just that's kind of, it's, I forget how long, hour and 40 or something, but it moves fast.
Yeah. Charles Bronson's pronunciation of ice cream is very peculiar.
How does he say it?
We haven't bought you your ice cream yet.
Ice cream. I'm going to go over there for an ice cream. You want an ice cream? So Charles Bronson gets into it with the ugliest gang ever.
Yeah.
There's the one weird, mullet guy.
It was bald right here, but then but it was he did it on purpose kind of thing. It looked like.
So that's Stomper. And
they have names?
I had to look in IMDb.
Oh.
And
it's weird.
A little bit of trivia. He, that actor went on to be in Full Metal Jacket.
Oh.
And who's the director of Full Metal Jacket? Is that Stanley
Yeah.
I guess he saw him in this movie. He's like, I need to hire him.
I need to hire that ugly son of a bitch.
Seems
And then, of course, like how great, or actually, no, it was before. I was going to say how the mighty have fallen because Morpheus.
Yes.
what's in your wallet?
Yeah.
I don't know the same person.
It's fine. So the first, 15, 20 minutes is brutal.
The opening credits is brutal because it's just like shots of like the city of Los Angeles, but it's like normal like soundtrack music, Jimmy Page's guitar, and then like radio reports, and they're all at the same volume.
29%. Robberies are up 68%. Aggravated assault, another violent crime, shows an increase of 15%.
Or like when you have your TV set to like surround sound for some reason. It's just like, Jimmy Page, because Jimmy Page did the soundtrack in the third one too.
Oh, did he?
I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Why'd you say it was brutal?
Oh, you said the first 20 minutes or whatever.
Yeah,
was
because that's like when all the rape and gang rape was happening. So I was like, gee,
doesn't that happen to his family in the first one? I feel like that's what happens to his family in the first one.
I didn't see the first. I've never seen Death Wish 1.
I might have seen the first like a long time ago. Probably not though.
I was starting to think he's the problem.
Well, it's like, and like, so I guess the daughter is not talking because of what happened in the first one.
That was my guess.
You know,
Mr. Kersey, you have a pension. You can live in a good neighborhood. No, I like those prices. Listen, your family's gonna get raped.
Right.
Nope.
Yeah.
I like these skylight windows.
Yeah, exactly. To me, this one, it seemed like it was maybe a mix because it had like some of like the stuff from like the third, like the zaniness of the bad guys, you know. And since I haven't seen the first, because it seemed like it was shot while they had a lot of money for this one. It seemed like because when it first started, it had like like you said, the skyscraper, and it was like, ooh, they got a budget for this movie. But then it incorporated some of the third into it, so it was like didn't know what it wanted to be. That's what I got from it. Like it just didn't know if it wanted to be over the top or if it wanted to be like an action movie. Like which one?
To me, it's an action movie, but the gang members themselves are so over the top. Just how they're dressed, how they act,
exactly,
how they dance in the park.
Yes, by themselves.
And there's like
all dudes.
like multiple groups of just weird gang people.
Yeah.
And he just, there's so many times he's just walking down the street, just staring at people for like 5 minutes of just that. And it's just like, okay, well, that's weird.
When he's walking down the street, he doesn't wear a hat correctly.
Charles. No, he's because he's a longshoreman when he does that.
They don't know how to wear hats
correctly?
correctly?
They'll right above the ears.
You still got to hear things,
But it's supposed to cover your ears.
Maybe it's not that cold.
He's a tough guy, okay?
My ears are very tough.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how, what's his face from the Wet Bandits wears his.
Yeah.
I think it's above the ears.
Is it?
I think so.
Huh.
I remember I saw that in the Home Alone 2 in the theaters with my grandpa. And we're sitting there, and during it, he looks at me, he's like, they'd be dead if this really was real. Like, I was just like, I don't know how old I was. I was a kid, And I'm like, oh, thanks, Grandpa. It's like, oh,
I seen some shit.
Yeah, God.
I lit a man on fire once. That's not how they scream. You want to get popcorn after this?
Yeah.
Speaking of death, the way the daughter swan dives.
Yeah. That was, well, and I'm like, she'll probably stop and they'll grab her, but she just right through. I'm like, okay, it's probably like the first floor. No, okay, she'll land on boxes. No,
right.
Just boom, right on spikes. I'm like, oh boy, that's the way this movie's going. Okay.
Finish her.
Yeah. Well, then Bronson, he's like, oh, she's dead. And it's like, there's no emotion.
Yeah.
It's just like, there she is. Okay.
But it's funny because it's like, we have information about your daughter. Like, how is she? And it's just like,
yeah. Oh.
Just like a pan right there to her, like dead.
You know, like a body in the ground. When the show ever go, let me know.
Yeah, man. Well, and I love whenever they would show somebody watching TV. Because it wasn't a TV. But you saw how it was.
It was like not green screened in, but it was like superimposed in.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
I guess they couldn't get like TV stations, because it seems like you can just like show that and it's not a problem.
Well, I know sometimes like when you film a TV screen,
it's like because of the reflections, it doesn't show up well.
So
like
that's
on
probably
camera.
why they did it, is superimpose some like aerobics thing. It was weird.
Yeah, the girlfriend. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, what is she watching? That's annoying background music. When Bronson gets home from a night of killing muggers and stuff like that, and his meal of choice is cornflakes.
Yes.
I think cornflakes is the most Charles Bronson cereal.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
It's just, I mean,
If cornflakes put Charles Bronson on the box, I'd buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. What would he have to drink with that? Just like black coffee.
It's just the
You know?
cornflakes and like
In the bowl.
Yes. Cornflakes and with black coffee. But he has a glass of milk.
That's the other thing. So, I mean, it's when he's like just chilling at home and he's just drinking like a big glass of milk at night.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that just struck me weird.
Crap. I was watching another
He
movie
does
recently.
what he wants to do. No one tells him when to drink his milk.
Yeah. Crap. I was watching another movie recently where like all the characters were drinking milk at like dinner time. I was like, is that a thing?
Yeah, it's the big milk lobby trying to push their. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fucking fat cats.
Which I didn't realize milk's like the number one thing if you're dehydrated. Yeah, I had no idea.
More so than water?
Yeah.
Well, I would guess like Pedialyte or something.
Well,
Something
Pedialyte's
right.
like right up there.
That's
but
like my hangover. Like, go
Well,
to.
I'm actually gotta go get some because I'm really dehydrated. I
Have
just
some
know I
milk?
am. I can't do milk because I'll be in the bathroom like 3 hours.
It's in just tummy wise.
Yeah. Rumbly in my tumbly, if you know what I'm saying.
I can't remember last time I had milk.
Yeah. What am I, 5? or Charles Bronson.
That struck me kind of in a strange way.
I'm now curious how cornflakes and coffee taste like.
Probably not good. Cheerios and half is really good though.
Oh wow, yeah, I can see that.
We were at a wedding and we were like partying like all
Is that
night.
what they had at the reception? Cheerios.
Well,
Cereal buffet.
I kind of regret my $100 gift. So like we're like, partying like and like rummaging throughout the whole hotel, and obviously the breakfast bar is closed, but the cereal was still out, and then the fridge was there, and they just had half and half. I'm like, fuck yeah. And I'm all like fucking drunk.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, this is great.
I can see that being good.
It was good.
Yeah. I think the most brutal part of this movie was when they were at the attacking the maid.
Yes.
But
Which is like not even 15 minutes into the movie.
Yeah, and that was about, we'd say 5 to 10 minutes of them like just taking going to town like in the living room, in the bedroom, and all. Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, it starts off pretty brutal.
Yeah.
And they are very okay with seeing each other's penises.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're all about it. They're like, yeah,
We're a gang, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You should probably get that checked out, desktop. The cop from New York, I forget his name. Why do I feel like he is a human representation of indigestion?
He really, like he would be great like a Pepto-Bismol commercial from the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, late night.
I didn't think he would die though. Spoilers.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, that surprised me.
Well, I mean, he's an idiot. Didn't take any cover.
He was.
Yeah.
He
Literally
literally
on a knee
jumped out.
in the open.
Right, yeah.
And there's like 5-6 gang members with guns.
Yeah.
Like, what'd you expect?
Yeah.
At least Bronson found a big tree.
And I just love how like whenever like either like somebody he helped or died like him is like always like, oh, we don't know what he looked like, or get him for me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
everyone that was like cheering him on.
Yeah.
It's like, you're murdering these bad people. Go get them. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, I guess everyone's about vigilantism.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
great. It's a different time. you know?
The 80s. I wrote a note because like a car goes off the cliff.
Yeah.
But it does that quintessential where
Yes.
it goes off the cliff, hits the ground, and then just explodes violently.
Wow, the car, which
I just know it's about an hour in.
yeah, and who's driving it?
I think it's
Oh,
one of the
wait,
gang
I think
members.
it's that scene where the guy's trying to drive away.
Yeah, that's
In
right.
the pink shirt.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird because it seems like they're in a forest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're like, oh, they go down like a hill and around a fort, and all of a sudden there's a canyon.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, okay.
Actually, that whole scene's kind of awesome because it's Charles Bronson and the cop, like they're shooting it out with the gang members. The police officer does nothing, but Charles Bronson like slowly, gets each one.
Yeah.
The Lawrence Fishburne kill is pretty awesome.
That was great with the boombox in front of his face.
Lawrence Fishburne, for some reason, thinks he can like deflect a bullet with a boombox.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It just explodes in his face, which is awesome.
That was great. I think, and the guy got shot through the window into the gut, and I really liked the one where when the guy finally drove away, and the guy just standing there like, oh, what do I do? Yeah, like Shay just like the wiggle. He doesn't know where to run.
But yeah, so they have the whole shootout, and one gang member gets away, Charles Bronson gets away. But then the paramedics come to this scene, and the one gang member like shot is like still alive, and the cop is like, who killed the other police officer? Give us the information. And he basically like holds him so long that like the gang member just ends up dying. But the paramedic goes,
no hurry.
Like it's a big burden.
Right, exactly.
Like, motherfucker, you got less work to do now.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't have too many more notes. I mean, I just have the one thing where the huge fucking goon, the last one standing. Yeah, that guy's fucking big.
Yeah, that guy was big.
Tackled like 8 different cops.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, it's different. It's a different part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say because first I thought he was just like a badass, but then I found out later like he was on PCP.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you can do crazy shit on PCP.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that whole scene where he's just like kicking everyone's ass on the police force.
Yeah.
Just like Goldberg tackling him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then so there's
I said, I'm like, you said that. Yeah, really weird. Keep saying it.
But actually the only other note I have is about his demise at the end. So I don't know if you guys have anything.
go ahead.
So the part in New York when it's the district attorney, the investigator, the commissioner, and then so the cop is like, so should we kill him or like what should we do? And the guy's like, kill him. And then it cuts back to the cop and it just like shows his face and then cuts away. So it was really weird. So it seemed like he had a line, but they edited it, but they shouldn't have like cut to his expression. They should have just had the guy say kill him and then move on from that because it was a really weird. And there was, like you said, there was a few edits where like you could tell that they cut someone's line, but they didn't like really try to hide it well.
Here's my line, honey, my big line.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah. What is that? Rocket? Oh, when they were trying to get the PCP guy, so all the cops are out there.
Yeah.
And then one guy's like, he's lighting what appears to be narcotics.
Yeah. Yeah.
And another thing, I didn't like Charles Bronson, his love interest. I didn't like her voice.
No.
Yeah.
She was
an accent.
Partly British or something, right?
But then she'd forget she was British. And then she had this like weird, just trying to be British accent. I don't know. It was weird. And then
that was actually Charles Bronson's real wife.
Oh.
And well, you know what, Charles Bronson? He had a bad accent. He's dead, isn't he?
Probably.
Rest in peace.
He was 59.
Oh, that's right, because he was like 80 or something when they did District 3, right?
And 3 years later.
Yeah, that's right.
That math checks out.
And because and then that's like, he's very calm through all of it. He just has there's no ups or downs. He just
I think you should have that haircut and mustache.
The Charles Bronson.
Yes.
Yeah,
it'd fit you.
See, like Ooh, it was exciting.
Do it now.
I'll start right away.
Yeah. I'm gonna force the mustache. Come on.
So the way that the big goon finally dies, Charles Bronson sneaks into the hospital by by Xeroxing one of the photo ID. And
like how he's like his writing is so bad. That's not a D.
But also when he screws up, like he tries to throw it away, and misses the garbage can, and he left it there for the rest of the movie.
Right?
Like, all right, But he. So he sneaks into the hospital, and the guy who's guarding that ward,
where's the guard?
He finds out his name because it says in huge letters, like the guy's name. Yeah, so he sneaks in there and like, the bad guy and Charles Bronson like have this big face off and stuff like that.
Which that wasn't bad.
It was all right.
Because I was expecting him to just shoot him and like call it a day.
Yeah.
Except for when he gets electrocuted, though.
That was hysterical.
Speaking of Home Alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Because as he's getting electrocuted, like his hair is like...
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, that's the thing. He already had like big curly hair.
Right.
So it seems like to show that he was electrified, they just had to like turn on a fan. So
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
But it's so after the guy like dies and Bronson gets stabbed a shit ton with a scalpel. But after the guy's dead, like Charles Bronson looks over and the guard guy is just standing there in the doorway.
Zero motion.
So it's just like, first off, how long was he standing there?
Right.
And if it was a long time, maybe you would have helped him out, maybe?
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, he's just like, I'll give you 3 minutes.
Well, because he raped my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he's like, 3 minutes. Everyone's just like, that sucks. Go ahead. Yeah, we get it.
Right.
God. And then, his love interest found the note and she's like, Yeah, and then put the ring down and then he became an architect again.
Yes.
Basically. Yeah. I was happy they actually showed him being an architect in this movie.
Right. Yeah, you know what? It didn't seem like he was
That
upset.
did it for you.
like when she left, he was just like, oh, wow.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It's like,
Why do you make him sound like John Lovitz so
that's
much?
my best. That's my best guy.
I'm Charles Bronson.
Right, that's the best Charles Bronson you're gonna get from me. Is my John Lovitz impression.
Wish.
Yeah. That's the ticket.
Acting.
I forget what the very last scene is, but I remember being confused because they made it seem like he was still killing people.
Yeah. Because it was he was with his buddy, but the rich friend that would just like buy buildings because his wife wanted buildings or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
And he's like, oh, could you come over for Thursday for dinner? And Charles Brown's like, oh, won't miss it. And then it cuts away from that. And then to him walking then with the hat on, and he's still, because remember like the paper is out and like vigilante, or 4 more bodies found dead. So it's him still doing it. And then Death Numbers, like it was talking about how in Death Wish 3, I guess I kind of remember something like there was a big blow up in LA and he had to leave LA or something. Yeah. So to me, he's still doing it. He's still
Is the first one a canon movie or no?
I don't think
it
so.
is.
I don't think so.
know, actually.
Yeah.
I can't remember if that one takes it because I know he's from Chicago, but I want to know if it takes place in Chicago.
I think I remember mentioning it taking place in
Death Wish 1?
Yeah.
Is it
Takes
New
place
York?
in New York.
Oh yeah, that's right. Remember
keep saying
because you
it.
said
Why
New
does he
York.
mention Chicago?
Because they do mention Chicago.
Yeah.
Maybe he's from Chicago.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
Each Death Wish is just him in a different city.
It's like Death Wish 33.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
Biloxi, Mississippi. Rollins, Wyoming. That cow raped my daughter.
Right.
Ugh.
Yeah, and his daughter was weird.
Yeah.
Just the
I assume scarred from the first movie, but I haven't seen the first movie.
I
So I
thought
don't
his
know.
daughter died in the whatever. I saw parts of the first one, and that was a long time ago.
yeah.
A little bit of trivia. We already went over the fact that Stomper went to be in a Full Metal Jacket. His girlfriend in the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he proposes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
was
That was
Bronson's
a big ring.
Yeah, real life wife.
Yeah.
Golan and Globus, the producers, wanted the music to be done by Isaac Hayes.
Oh.
But the director.
Hello, children. Hello, children.
Why bad?
The director refused and brought in Jimmy Page, who was at the time his next door neighbor.
Convenient.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, Jimmy!
Yeah.
Micro impression.
Your impression of the director is really good.
What's his name? Michael Winner. is the director.
Yeah.
Yes.
Solid Michael Winner impression.
Yeah. Very nice.
Hey, Jimmy!
Oh, chilly. Huh?
Winter. Winter is coming.
Winner. Like chicken dinner. Winner.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. I'm always like winning.
Always has a checkered
He's on
flag.
medals.
Just whacking people with medals. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Oh, so we kind of talked about this. So the director, he gave the actors playing the thugs like creative leeway, which explains a lot of the gang. So they brought their own costumes, designed their own makeup. But I guess they tested them out on passersby to see how intimidating they looked. But so Lawrence Fishburne bought a pair of magician's gloves and he waved his knife like a wand. So I'm just trying to think like, I need to be really intimidating. How do I be intimidating? Magicians.
I don't know.
Pee-wee.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, dude, we just would have dressed up as Cowboy Curtis.
Oh, that would have been great. That would have been scarier.
Yeah.
He also had the same sunglasses as that Russian synth pop band.
Yes.
Just imagining Cowboy Curtis chasing me with a knife. He's like, oh, man, I'd be freaked out, man.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, this is a rough day.
This is one of the few films that Roger Ebert gave 0 stars to. A rating that he famously reserved for films he found artistically inept and morally repugnant. He disliked it and said it's just a series of dumb killings. Fat bastard.
Yeah, what does he know? I don't know. Did he review movies or something?
Is he still alive?
I don't think so.
I know the crazy jaw thing for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Siskel and Ebert, and then it was
Ebert and
Roper, and now it's just Mr. Roper. There we go. Yeah, thank you.
From Three's Company.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, that's Don Knotts, right?
Don Knotts was because it was Mr. and Mrs. Roper, so it was that one dude, and Don Knotts was
Mr. Feely?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly. Like, Jack, what are you doing?
Yeah. Always has that same question.
We can huddle together.
It was great, though.
All right, sir. It'll be $5.
$5.
Why are there so many ostriches?
Yeah, that's all I got for this.
Oh, it all ties in. From because Simpsons had that Charles Bronson starring in the Andy Griffith show.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Otis? I showed him.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I got.
Yep. So, Bran, now that we've talked about Death Wish 2, Bran, do you still not recommend Death Wish 2?
Still not.
Okay, Brian, do you still not recommend Death Wish 2?
Not.
Yeah. Like if it's on, watch it, but like don't go out of your way to watch it.
No.
That's where I kind of land on this.
Do you recommend the coffee?
Yeah. It was
Brian,
good.
do you recommend the coffee?
Yeah, very.
I do too.
I like it, especially over ice.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
because it's pretty strong. So the ice kind of bounces it out nicely.
No, I can tell because I'm like, I'm flying.
You turned into Don Knotts.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah.
Boom, boom.
Thanks for checking out this week's episode. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, tell a friend.